In December 2023, 4 seminarians from Redemptoris Mater in Galilee received the diaconate through the laying on of hands of His Beatitude Pierbattista Pizzaballa, Patriarch of Jerusalem of the Latins, on the 28th of June 2024, after a time of service and mission in the midst of God's holy people. Ruben Cabrera Rosique, Spanish, Kacper Jurczyk, Polish, Roman Savluk, Ukrainian, and Giovanni Bovi, Italian, were ordained priests in the Catholic Church. Cardinal Pizzaballa presided over the ordination rite during a Eucharistic celebration. The ceremony took place in the Domus Galilee and was attended by hundreds of faithful from all over the Holy Land, dozens of priests, and several bishops. This included Monsignor Musa Al-Haj of the Maronite Church, in which the newly ordained Father Giovanni Bovi will exercise his ministry. An important characteristic of the Redemptoris Mater seminary in Galilee, in fact, is that the seminarians come from different rites. In view of the plurality of the Church in the Holy Land, the charisma of the neo-catechumenal way is to serve all ecclesial expressions. They do this by forming priests who know how to give themselves to the full, responding in the most appropriate way to the needs of all the churches. We are providing this service not only to the Latin Church, but also to the Eastern churches, that is, a seminary open to the rites. Although vocations come from the catechumenal path, they are all for the Church. Who is responsible for this? Who carries this forward? It is the bishop. The Church of the Holy Land is a very colourful church. There are so many charisms, so many forms of presence, both religious and consecrated, lay people, movements, and so on. We have the neo-catechumenal way, which also has a Redemptoris Mater seminary that brings vocations to the life of the diocese, but also to the missions scattered around the world, because a good number are already scattered around the world. And they are truly under the obedience of the Patriarch. Some he sent on missions, for example, to the Gulf. He sent them to Africa. He has also sent them to Europe. It is a church here that also has in itself the solicitude of all churches, as Mary had it. With John Paul II, the neo-catechumenal way had the intuition to form itinerant priests willing to accompany and serve families on mission in the most de-Christianized places on earth, so that everywhere there may be a discreet and eloquent church presence. Speaking to the people's hearts through the example of humble and generous families who bear simple witness to God's action in their lives. Today is a festive day, a big day of celebration. Why? Because we witness the ordination of 4 presbyters. This is an enormous grace, because presbyters are needed for the new evangelization to form Christian communities, here that, as we have received, live in humility, simplicity and praise, and where they can discover that the other, the brother, is Christ.
In Palestine, as in the Holy Land, as in the world, there is a need to testify that God exists, that God is present in people's lives, that He is able to save people's lives from oblivion or loneliness, from death, and to rebuild life in any situation. We came into the community together with catechesis. I have known him since we were children. It is very important to see him here because for me, you can see how God works in his life and how He works.
We are 11 children. My parents left their country, Poland, to go on mission in Kazakhstan. I saw for many years how he had this battle between being a priest or not being a priest, whether it was his way or not. But in the end, today, I see Kacper completely different. I see that it is his choice and that he is very happy. That, for me, is the important thing. For me, it is a beautiful sign.
I'm from Galilee, from the first community of Shefamer. So one of the brothers of my community is being a priest today. I'm very happy to see also his way, where he came from, and the way he grew in the community, and now he became a priest. And what he became, what he was, and the things he accomplished, and with the community, not alone.
Faith is a gift from God that is given to us through baptism, and grows with the sacraments and in participation in the life of the Church, which is an entirely sacramental life. Newly ordained priests who come from a faith experience lived in small communities are clear that they would not have reached this stage of their Christian life without the help of their brothers. Those brothers and sisters who over the years have supported them both prayerfully and materially, brothers and sisters who have known them for many years and with whom they have shared and continue to share the experience of being, always and above all, disciples of the Lord Jesus. This is the great novelty that is the path, that is, to unite seminary training with belonging to a community that does a process that is fundamental today, a journey of faith. First of all, I am happy because I have truly seen that the Lord has passed by here today. On the other hand, I am not worthy to be here. Truly, it is a work of the Lord, which He has done with my family, with my history, through the seminary over so many years. Yes, I am very happy, and I encourage everyone to do God's will, which is the most beautiful and most important thing one can do.